Alright, so originally I had a video demonstrating how to insert the barium enema tip, no further than 4 inches, anterior, superior, but I erased my 7 minutes introducing myself to the patient, patient interaction, patient history, and the actual tipping and the scout image. So to start off with, my patient's name was Jared. I introduced myself, and first I asked the patient what day he was here for. It was a failed colonoscopy. Next was to ensure that the patient wasn't pregnant, even though that they were male. We still wanted to make sure. After that, I asked if the patient ever had this exam done before. He said no, so I told him what will be going on. I told him that we'd be inserting this tip, inflating this balloon once it was in there to anchor it down by applying 1 squeeze of air, and then once the radiologist was in, then radiologist would further pump more air using this bulb into the rectum to dilate the large intestine so that we can use it as a double contrast exam, so that we can see all of the intestine. We also instructed the patient that we'll be retrofilling the colon with barium. So we had the patient change into a gown, removed any metal from the body, and so to go real quick over the supplies used in the barium enema. First, this would be the bulb to inflate the air through one of the lumen. This is a double lumen barium tip enema. This is used for 2 contrast. This other little hose goes to the cuff inflator. This little balloon thing. This here is the actual barium enema tip. This is the bag. It's hung 24 inches above the fluoro table, and that's barium in there. We fill it up to 1,000 mLs. And this is the lubricant jelly that we applied to the tip. We also have towels and gloves that we use. And for the first image, before inserting the tip, we want to make sure that the patient has been properly prepped. They should have a clear, large intestinal tract route. There should be no fecal matter. Also, you want to make sure that the patient hasn't had any surgery. Make sure that there isn't no perforation. Otherwise, we'd need to use gastrographin or some kind of iodine that is water soluble. And I believe that goes over the first 7 minutes.
Do you know this director?
The director sent me.
To do what?
Perform a mission.
And then
Like this?
once the tip's inserted into the patient, like I said, no further than 4 inches. You're going to go anterior, superiorly. You're going to have the patient take in a deep breath, blow out, and then you're going to insert. You're going to inflate the balloon, anchor it in, get the radiologist. The radiologist will start the retrofilling, apply air with the bulb. He'll take his pictures, and then we'll do our other images overhead.
Thanks, Doc. Alright, so Doc just left. He just finished his flooring. I'm going to do my overhead pictures. We got about 7 or 8 pictures to do. I'm going to start off with the PA. Patient's going to be totally prone, so go ahead and straighten out this leg. Yeah, just nice and flat. Alright, I'm going to do a SID of 40. What the heck is up with this thing? Alright. And central raise and enter at a mid-sagittal plane at iliac crest. So I'm going to go ahead and palpate for the iliac crest. And make sure we get mid-sagittal. Fill the spine. I want to be at a 14 by 17. There we go. And I'm gonna get me a plate. We're gonna go lengthwise. And patient's left side, I'm gonna flip the marker upside down so it matches anatomically. Double check, lined up, and we're good. First picture is barium in there. I'm gonna up my KVP from 80 to 85, and we're gonna go 65 mass. All right, Jared, taking a deep breath, blow it out, hold, X-ray, breathe. All right. So we're gonna scan this one. Thank you. All right, next image, same SID. Patient's going to go into a sense position, and we're going to do an RAO, right anterior oblique. So grid 45 degrees, and you guys may be wondering why I'm not shielding. Can't really shield on the male during these images because we're getting all of this right here. So I'm just throwing that out there for you guys. We're going to center. Basically, mid-sagittal, but we're going to go 2 inches to the elevated side. Still at iliac crest. And make sure my marker's on there. I'm going to keep my same technique. Alright. Taking a deep breath. Blow out. Hold. X-ray. Breathe. All right. Go ahead and same position but opposite side. We're going to do the LAO. Knee to set. Patient's left side still. Only thing I'm going to do different is reposition the patient. Mid-sagittal, iliac crest, 2 inches to elevated side. That way we don't get no anatomy cut off. Same technique. Looks good. Taking a deep breath. Blow out. Hold. X-ray. Alright, you're doing good. Go ahead and roll up onto this left side. We're going to do the left lateral rectum. We're going to do a 8x10 film. This is, I'm sorry, 10x12. This is a 14x17, but we're 10 in today. So we're going to center mid-coronal at the as-is. Go ahead and tilt back just a tad bit more right there. Alright. Looks good. Got my marker on there, yep. Alright. Technique's going to go up to 90 at 60. Taking a deep breath. Blow out. Hold. X-ray. Beep. Alright, go ahead and breathe. Scan this one. Alright. Go ahead and lay on your belly, sir. Anytime the patient moves, you want to make sure that the tip stays in. Otherwise, you're going to have a mess. The patient ain't going to be too happy. This film image, we're going to do a 10x14. You can use a 14x17, just depends on your protocol. I'm actually going to go 14x17 just because. We're going to do the PA axial of the rectum. And we're going to go 30 to 40 degrees caudad. I'm going to go 30 because this guy, he's pretty thin. Still want to make sure you got an SID of 40 and not 43. Technique's going to be 85 at 40. Left side. Make sure my bucky's all lined up. We're going to central ray. It's going to exit at as is in mid sagittal plane. Alright. Looks good. Take in a deep breath. Blow out. Hold. X-ray. Breathe. Alright. Just a few more images, sir, and you're going to be out of here. Next, we're going to go for our D cubes. We're going to use a grid. Take this guy out. Go ahead and roll onto your left side, sir. This is basically like a KUB, but sideways in a way, essentially. We're going to center at mid-coronal and iliac crest. And you want to mark it with the side that is going up. So this is a left DQ, but I'm putting a right marker because that's the right side up. SID still at 40. Exactly. Alright, so go ahead and try to move all the way up to the board if you can. Belly against it. Watch this little hose there. You're good. I got you. I'm gonna apply a little bit more air. I think some leaked out. Okay. Iliac crest. Alright. Technique's going to be 8-5 at 70. I upped it up the mass a little bit because of this air gap. Sometimes the patient can't really touch the board. Taking a deep breath. Blow out. Hold. X-ray. Alright, breathe. We're going to do the same thing, but this time I want your back against here. So if you could do that for me. We're going to use another grid. Yeah. Oh. We'll get that cleaned up. It's alright. Should be wearing gloves for this. But, so this is the right DQ, iliac crest, mid-sagittal, left marker is pointing up, his left side's up, right side's down. Go ahead and raise this up, yep, just like that. Taking a deep breath and hold, blow out, hold, X-ray, breathe. I use the same technique as the one before. Alright. This time, go ahead and roll onto your belly. We are almost done, sir. Yep, there we go. Oh. Alright, all the way down. Yep, nice and flat. Keep your covers up. And get this baby back in order. This is the right way. I don't know why it makes that noise. This is the correct way. Alright. We're doing a PA post evac. Basically a PA KUB. Mid-sagittal, iliac crest. I'm going to go 48 inches, make sure I get the whole abdominal area. Yeah. Damn. Alright, so we're on to our last image. We're doing the PA post-evac. Right now I'm about to pull out the tip. We're going to have the patient go to the restroom, try to evacuate any barium that they can or anything that's in there. And then we're going to do one more image to see what it looks like. Let me grab a towel real quick. Alright. So what I'm going to do, sir, I'm going to pull this tip out. I'm going to have you wrap this towel under you, and you're going to waddle to the bathroom so nothing drips out. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I had to do one quick pull.
Bad day.
There you go. Go ahead and, can I get you up off the table? Watch your head there. Oh, God. Mess. Want to watch out for that because there could be barium dripping. Yep, just like that. And then here's the little stool. Yeah. You're good, right? Bathroom's right over there. Try not to make a mess and come out when you're done. Alright, camera back over here.
Oh my God.
So while we're waiting, oh, that was fast. Alright, he's back. Come on over. Oh! Alright, you're gonna have to actually flip around there. Did you evacuate? Alright, patient has evacuated the barium. We're gonna do another picture and see if he's telling the truth. Row your boat gently down the stream. Alright. So again, we want to make sure that we're mid-sagittal at iliac crest. Alright. Techniques at 85 at 40. Taking a deep breath. Blow out. Hold. X-ray. Breathe. Alright, so let me just make sure this image came out and I got what I need. I'll be right back. Alright, it's time to get you all cleaned up. Go ahead and get changed. Just be aware that for the next day or so, you could possibly experience some white stool. Make sure you hydrate. If you don't hydrate, you could get some constipation. Do you have any questions? No? Alright. Go ahead and get changed. And that completes my barium.
Alright, now on to evaluate the images that I've taken. To start off with, we are going to go back to the scalp. As you can see here, the patient is supine, as you've seen in the video. I also like to make a correction. I said the central ray was 1.5 inches above the iliac crest. If you notice, I actually didn't center there. You actually center at the iliac crest and mid-sagittal. So I just wanted to point that out. As you can see here, you can see a lot of gas in the bowel. That's what we want to see. That'll make sure that there's no obstruction that we can see, and that should allow a smooth flow of barium. You got the pubis symphysis. Can't see the diaphragm, but you can see the left colic flexor and the right one, so we're good to go. On to the next image. This would be the PA. This is after the retrofilling of the large colon. This is after the radiologist has done his exam. As you can see here, we got a double contrast going on here. We got air or CO2. We actually used air. And then the barium, which is the white. This is the cecum. This would be the ascending, transverse, descending colon. down to the sigmoid and the rectum. You can see some pathology here. Looks like some Crohn's going on and some diverticulum. And we have the left and right colic flexure. You'll be able to see those more opened up in the obliques. This would be the PA axial of the sigmoid. I actually said it was the rectum in my video, so that's another correction. They do an axial so that you can see the sigmoid more. Since it's in an S shape, it superimposes itself when it's not angled, as you can see there.
I have a couple of job interviews. I'm just gonna have to tell the truth on the applications.
So this next one would be the, you can see the right colic flexure has opened up. So this would be the RAO, the right anterior oblique. The left colic flexure is superimposed over itself. That's why it kind of looks like a little mess. You see the double contrast. You don't see no Hofstra rings down here, so that could be, it's a sigmoid. So, looks pretty dilated right there. That's probably because of the enema tip. But you can see all the Hofstra rings. That's a good sign. This would be the LAO, left anterior oblique. This is going to show the left colic flexure open now. Previous, it's all superimposed. This one is now open, and the right side is now superimposed over itself.
Everybody needs a kettle for.
You want to make sure you don't get no cutoff on those two. You want to see the whole flexure. This would be the oblique. We got the left side up, meaning that this would be a right decubitus. I'm sorry, I just said oblique, but it's a decube. So right decube. You can see the air flows to the top and the barium settles to the bottom. This visualize the left side's up. So this is the left colic flexure. You're going to see the lateral side of the descending colon and the medial lining of the mucus of the GI tract of the ascending colon. And then right here you see you have the transverse. So this would be the left decube, right side's up, left side down. This would be descending, ascending colon. You're going to see the medial lining of the descending colon and the lateral side of the ascending. You actually get to see both on the ascending due to this patient's anatomy. Got the transverse, right colic flexure, and left colic flexure. So, and then you can see the rectum. It's pretty dilated. It's to be expected. Still got the enema tip in there. This here would be the left lateral sigmoid or rectum. You can see here the sacrum, coccyx. This would be the sigmoid, and to the rectum. You can see the double contrast. And last but not least, the post-evac. After the tip has been removed, patient has evacuated. We want to see what's going on there. Still looks somewhat dilated. A lot of barium residue still in there. That's to be expected, especially when you have some pathology there. Some Crohn's disease. It's going to cause some restriction, some dilation, or restriction, not dilation. So it's going to be a little harder to get out. Some
Well, it's 3 p.m.
diverticulum.
Washington. It just took off.
Left colic flexor, right colic flexor, transverse, ascending, descending, colon. And that completes my eval for my pictures.